Hey guys, wanted to do a quick recap of what I read this summer. It's kind of late because I've had some health issues and stuff and been at a lot of doctors, but that's a boring story. So the first one I read was Cannery Row. It's very good. Very different plot line. Also became a movie with Nick Nolte about 30 years ago. So if I ever see that, I might check that out. But it was very different, and I kind of like that. The next one was The Code of the Woosters. This is hysterical and just has a crazy plot. It would make a great play. If they ever make a play of it, it'd be hysterical. And there's a whole series of book of the Woosters and him and his sidekick. So it was good. I liked it. A Play of Isaac. Set in the 1400s. It wasn't so much about the play of Isaac as much as it was a murder mystery, and a couple people die. And if you like murder mysteries, this is really different. She has a whole series about this, but not being my genre, I probably wouldn't read another one like this, but it was very good. Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. It looks short, but the writing style and vocabulary is more challenging than most books. But she's a governess trying to find herself, what she wants to do, and how her life turns out. And it's good. It's short enough that it was a good read. I don't know that it's anything's as good as Jane Eyre, but that's just my opinion. Okay, here's some other things I read. Here we go. All right, I didn't get to it. Count of Monte Cristo. However, due to its, the plot and everything, I might put this on my reading list for fall and October because, people like, more scary or sinister type books in October. And I don't really like horror, and I don't read Stephen King. So I'm going to put that on the read it for fall. Okay, I don't know where I found this. I found this like at a used bookstore near us or something. It was kind of interesting. This is a children's book or a junior high level book. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if you haven't read The Witch of Blackbird Pond, it is very insightful and very interesting. Just a girl coming from Barbados who was, her grandfather died. She was for money, and then she goes to Connecticut, I believe it is. And right around the time when, they had, she liked King George, and the rest of the community in Connecticut, they want to be their own dogs. Anyway, this is fascinating. It's a quick read, won a Newbery Prize. I'll tell you what, put this on your list to read. Then I read Project Hail Mary. Okay, so this was from 2021, I guess. And I read this because it's coming out as a movie with Ryan Gosling, and I thought it was coming out like by the end of this year. Well, it's not. I think it comes out at the beginning of next year. So I raced to read it. This is a difficult read if you are not interested in space, aeronautical engineering, math of any kind, if you're not a science person. I struggled with it because it gets quite technical. And the plot, it has a lot of comedy in it. He says a lot of funny things. You picture Ryan Gosling as the main character, and so that's kind of fun. I was glad I read it, but I definitely wouldn't read anything else by this guy. And I am excited to see the movie. So that's my books. That's it in a nutshell. Let me know if you have any recommendations for fall for me to read through October, and then I go on vacation to Acadia in another week, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of time in October to read, and I have a couple books already on my list to take to Sanibel when I'm there for 2 weeks. So, but let me know your comments. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.